Welcome back. This is GM Clinton Chard, and I'm here with Ullr Burzum, played by Connor.
Here to roll the dice, baby.
And Vrasken Duath, played by Eden.
I don't think you're ever going to get that last name correct, and I'm okay with that.
And Brother Davros, played by Jeff.
Taking this opportunity for a shameless plug of Rollmonger's Actual Play podcast new show, Alignments Undetermined. Check it out on SoundCloud, and you may actually see a few of these gentlemen starring as players under myself in said show. But I digress.
He's so excited he won't stop talking about it.
I am very excited.
And unfortunately, lastly, Reetin, played by Nathan.
Lastly, and my sheet's deleted, so that's fun.
Yes, I did that. I'm sorry about that.
It's all right.
Yes. We are here back to play Rise of the Rune Lords once again. And we are in the middle of the town of Sandpoint. And we just had a recent unfortunate event. We found a poor local inhabitant face first into a hole in a closet created by a goblin. And the poor man had his face eaten off.
It's pretty bad. I mean, honestly, Look, going around with life like that, that's at least a -2 to charisma. Ooh, it's not pretty.
Luckily, he doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
Don't we still have a -2 to all diplomacy checks in this town thanks to Punchwood over there?
Yes.
I have a -1 to diplomacy anyway, so this just isn't going well for me.
Not good. Not good. Yeah, the town is feeling that these heroes are bittersweet. They did save them from the goblins, and that was a really great thing, but between Vrasken's pedophilia and Reetin's...
She's of age, come on. And here's the deal. It wouldn't be pedophilia, it would be something else, I think.
Yeah,
because
and you know what? I'm sure in whatever
good argument.
In whatever state that Vrasken comes from, that he asked the mother's permission to date the daughter.
Well, I think the father will disagree with this permission, as he beat Vrasken's ass, and Vrasken had to go to the woods.
Beat him up good.
Look, I got caught without protection. It's not my fault.
You did indeed.
Yeah.
That's an important distinguishment to make.
And I was trying to smooth things over, and I messed up.
Actually, didn't we drop the grieving family at said chapel?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm not here.
They're back there. Oh, well, I assumed that you had returned after Vrasken, Reetin, and Ullr verified that there were no further goblins in the abode.
Okay.
Domicile.
Okay, right. And now they're arguing about whose fault it is the town hates us. Got it.
Exactly.
All right. Good to know.
We are up to speed.
It could be Reetin, it could be Vrasken, but it's definitely not Ullr.
It could be Vrasken.
Could be Vrasken.
Yeah,
No,
I'm leaning towards Vrasken.
Take responsibility for this. It doesn't mean that is justified.
Okay. Yes, darling. I was just about to ask, gentlemen, are any of you wounded?
Yeah. Ullr raises his hand.
My pride a little bit, but it's besides the point.
Oh, Saren Ray. Step outside, get him in full sunlight, before he melts as his half-orc vampire self. And there you go.
That's alleged.
There you go.
It's just alleged.
I need the goddess to see this. No, I do cast. I pray to Saren Ray, and if the DM says she answers my prayer, I cast Cure Light Wounds for 1d8 plus my level plus 1 on Mr. Burzum for 7 plus 1 is 8 points, sir. Not bad for a midnight caster.
Don't forget to update your token.
I'm doing it. All
right.
Get on with the story. I'm going to fix this in the background.
All right. So let's return back to the Rusty Dragon. Amiko Kaijitsu hasn't thrown you out yet, so that's a good sign.
She likes us.
Yeah, she adventurers. You guys are adventurers. We are surrounded by it, and there's Aldern Foxglove. He is at the bar for one last drink before he leaves to his townhouse in Magnamar tomorrow.
One last pass at Vrasken.
Make sure that Vrasken understands that he's always welcome to come visit him in Magnamar, party with him. He can bring his friends if he so chooses to, but he really wants to see Vrasken again and teach him the ways.
I'm going to get right behind Vrasken here. Slowly push him closer and closer to Alden Foxglove. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I bumped into you. Sorry, excuse me.
Touch me again, you go over the table.
I touch him again.
I'm just going to sit there laughing.
Aldern gets closer and closer and closer.
See? I didn't have to do anything.
Strength check to toss Ullr over the table.
Aldern, really? Oh, Ullr.
Be technical, that's a CMB against a CMD, sir.
That's right.
Where was that dope move when the old man tried to get handsy with you about the daughter?
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing, because, I mean...
You just see
last time you tried this against somebody unarmed.
He grabs the half-orc by the lapels and he just kind of goes... You just see him straining away.
Well, my CMD is a 17.
The strength check would be the exact same because I don't have a base attack.
In case you did not beat my CMD.
Okay.
Good luck, little man.
Well, what do we got here? Looks
Is that
like
the sheriff?
Sheriff Hemlock.
Yeah, Sheriff Hemlock arrives. Did you guys see that or something?
There's a pop-up, yeah.
All right, yeah, Sheriff Hemlock enters and he says, heroes, I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry about what happened earlier. She can be a little long-winded about explaining really difficult situations. It's the way she deals with stress. So please, don't worry about the poor women you rescued tonight.
I worry about the legitimacy of her argument more than anything. She sat there and told us what was going on for a solid, 2 minutes? That was time we could have saved someone's life.
I think that he was pretty well dead before she came and spoke to us.
I'm just identifying oddities in life.
Well, nonetheless, we have a person in town who has some news that might interest you. Come with me, down to the town hall, and we're going to meet the mayor, and we're going to have a talk down at the town hall.
All right.
I give Vrasken one more hard shove against Aldern Foxglove, and I walk with them, Sheriff.
I'm going to look at Aldern and be like, hey, Aldern, do you want to come with us and see how Vrasken works?
Yeah, Aldern should come with us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, friends, he says. Unfortunately, I have to get ready for my trip tomorrow. And with that, he finishes off his last ale, bids everyone good night, throws a large amount of money, way too much, on the table. And Vrasken, you and your friends, drinks are on me, and goes back upstairs. Wishes you all farewell.
Drinks are on him.
Yeah. I'm going to grab
have a drink.
Yeah, let's stay down here at the Rusty Dragon for a little while. All right.
Yeah, let's just grab a pint each and go to the mayor's office.
The little elderly halfling woman. No, you're not supposed to take those mugs out. You can't take the mugs with you.
Can I get a to-go cup then?
Yeah. Like
what?
Trust us, we're the heroes. We're gonna
drink it up here, or don't drink at all.
Well, not drinking at all isn't an option.
Yeah. Can I do a diplomacy check to see if I can take the mug with me?
How about I do a diplomacy check and Nathan aid me, or literally anyone else do a diplomacy check because I'm sure we both have aids in diplomacy.
I would love to see this try.
I'd like to collectible mug. Yeah, I'll lead on that role.
I would like to assist Brother Davros.
Me too.
I'm going to leave before any of this happens.
That's probably for the best.
I actually have a +2 to diplomacy if I...
Yeah, let Davros do the check and you aid him.
All right, so diplomacy checks for those that wish to try. Ullr does aid, so that's another additional +2.
I got a 9. It's not a great lead, but 9 is there.
10, 11 now, and then if Reetin does his thing...
15 is a respectable persuasion check.
But it's not. So she says, no, all your drinks are taken.
Could I try to chug it?
You tried, but she jumps up, punches you a little bit in the stomach, causing you to... and then she grabs the cup and runs off.
Well, all I'm saying is I'm ready to go evil campaign right now. But seeing as the sheriff is still in the room, I'm assuming, I'm going to fight that urge.
He is definitely looking on with suspicious eyes.
That's my wise decision of the night.
All right.
Yes.
So the sheriff leads you through the city to the town hall, where he introduces you to Mayor Kendra Deverin.
We've spoken to her before, remember, Ullr?
Yeah.
She's our buddy.
There's the mayor.
Okay,
also in the room, you see another person, an elf.
Oh.
She's dressed in leather armor, has a long bow, long sword. She's introduced to you as Shalelu Andosana.
Hello, Shalelu.
How's it going?
Hemlock says that she's an unofficial member of the Sound Point Town Guard, which causes Shalelu to smirk. And she introduces you to Shalelu as Sandpoint's newest crop of goblin slayers. Hemlock explains that Shalelu has been a thorn in the side of the local goblin tribes for years, and that few in the region know more about them than she does. He goes on to recap her report that Sandpoint hasn't been the only place in the region that's had goblin troubles. In short, there's been an increase in goblin-related raids along the Lost Coast, particularly in the dale between Nettlewood and Mosswood. Only a day ago, a farm south of Mosswood was burnt to the ground by a group of goblins. Shalelu was thankfully nearby, and while the farm could not be saved, she did rescue the family and drove off the goblins.
Good.
The family is staying at a farm now, nearby farm, but the goblin problem is obviously not going away. At this point, Hemlock cedes the floor to Shalelu, asking her to tell you guys what she told him. So she says, Baylor's told me of your work against the goblins. Well done. I've dedicated the last several years of my life to keeping them from causing too much trouble around these parts, but they're tenacious and fecund little runts, like weeds that bite. There are 5 major goblin tribes in the region, and traditionally they're pretty good at keeping each other in line with intertribal squabbles and the like. Yet, from what I've been able to piece together, members of all 5 tribes were involved in the raid on Sandpoint. A fair number of the Mosswood goblins I dealt with yesterday were already pretty beat up, and there was a lot of chatter about the Longshanks who killed so many of them.
Yes, darling. Yes.
Now that I've met you, it seems obvious from the descriptions who they were talking about. Seems like you've made an impression.
Yes, darling.
In any event.
I understand that her bodice is revealed through her armor. I'm not looking. No, I swear, I'm not looking.
In any event, the fact that the 5 tribes are working together disturbs me. Goblin tribes don't get along unless they've got something big planned. And big plans require big bosses. I'm afraid that someone's moved in on the goblins and organized them, and judging by these recent raids, what they're organizing seems like bad news for all of us.
Darling, she said big bosses, not big bosom. No, I'm not looking.
You'll have to mind our friend there. He just talks to himself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something. Are we just not going to address that as it happens, or?
Brother Davros is literally head cocked 90 degrees to the side, looking sort of down over his shoulder, like he literally is talking to air beside him. He's not looking straight up, talking or muttering to himself, right? He literally, his body position is like 90 degrees from you guys. Like he's turned practically, and his head is completely cocked to profile, as if he's having a whispered, hushed conversation with somebody that just isn't there.
Yes, I understand that. It doesn't make it any less peculiar, though.
Okay.
Sheriff Hemlock, Shalelu, and Mayor Deverin are looking at you very strangely, very concerned.
I'm sorry, everyone. Please, yes, no, I'm fine. Please continue. I'm fine.
You see, Sheriff, this is what happens when you take a man's chance to get a drink.
Another look of, huh? And he just shakes his head and goes, anyway. I am taking off a few of my guards south to Magnamar to see about securing additional soldiers to station at Sandpoint for a few weeks, at least until the extent of the goblin threat can be determined. While I'm out of town, I'm asking Shalelu to sniff around Shankswood, Brine Stump, Mosswood, Devil's Platter, and other places where goblins live to see if she can discover anything about what's going on. I would also like you to maintain...
I'll help.
Yes, to maintain a public presence in Sandpoint over the next few days, if you don't mind. Although I might have some misgivings about this as he grabs his chin and rubs it. The locals seem to have taken you, and seeing you around town will do a lot for keeping worries down over the next few days.
I don't know if you're sure about that.
I'm not sure about it either, but what can you do? So the meeting is now over, unless you want to talk to anybody.
Can we have those?
Yeah, I want to talk to Shalelu.
Can we have those locations again?
Sure. Shankswood.
So Sandpoint is out here on the coast corner, and he's asked the ranger to sort of travel X amount of miles along the coastline and hit all the woodlands.
Yes. So the Shankswood, Brine Stump, the Mosswood, Devil's Platter, and other places along the way.
Okay.
Shalelu says, yes, let's talk. I would like to know more about who you are and why you don't like goblins, and I can tell you a lot about goblins myself. You guys know about the Rusty Dragon?
Oh, we know it.
Yeah.
Shalelu says, well, excellent. She leads you back to the Rusty Dragon. She says, well, what do you want to know? I know a lot about the goblin tribes. I can tell you about them.
Well, I guess I actually just want to know more about you, like, well, specifically, how good are you? I'm not done. Like, well, how strategic are you in slaying goblins? What sort of strategy do you implement?
You know
see,
who you remind
I wasn't
me of?
going where you think.
You know who you remind me of? weird creepo Aldern Foxglove.
He's actually the one who taught me all I know.
So she goes and she comes inside and she goes, "Hey, Amico." Amico comes out and she, and they embrace together, share a quick peck kiss.
And an adventure path in the future.
Yes.
Emerald Spire, yeah.
No, Jade Regent.
The Jade.
Yeah, that's it. Emerald Spire, it's like a dungeon delve.
Mega dungeon.
So they apparently know each other and are quite friendly with each other. Amico says, "I'll have your favorite write-up. Are you with these clowns?" And she goes,
"Clowns?
Yes.
We saved the town."
Exactly, Amico.
One of us saved the town. The other ones were kind of there.
And Amico definitely is just poking fun at you, and she laughs and sits down to talk. So she would like to hear more about the Sandport raid from your perspective. What can you tell her about the raid?
Honestly, there's not a lot to tell on my part. I kind of just showed up and we were at the festival, and then they started attacking. They seem to be a little bit more powerful than most goblins, though.
Did you see the commandos and war chanters?
Yes, we did. I believe we killed a couple of them.
Well, those are standard.
They were really organized, which, if I've dealt with my fair share of goblins, don't get me wrong, but they're a little bit more chaotic and sparse than they were during this attack. I think there's something going on here.
I think that a big boss is involved. Well, I guess I could tell you about the goblin tribes. As I mentioned earlier, there are 5 major goblin tribes in the region. Closest to Sandpoint are the Bird Cruncher goblins, who live in caves along the western edge of the Devil's Platter, although traditionally these goblins are the least aggressive of the 5. To the south are the Licktoad goblins of the Brine Stump Marsh, pests who are excellent swimmers. East are the 7-Tooth goblins of Shanks Wood, goblins who secured a place for themselves by raiding Sandpoint's junkyard and rebuilding the stolen refuse into armor and weapons. Farther east are the Mosswood goblins, likely the largest tribe, but one traditionally held back by feuding families within their own ranks. And finally, there are the Thistletop goblins, who live on the Nettlewood coast atop a small island that some say holds a passing resemblance to a decapitated head. Goblins generally live short, violent lives. It's unusual for a single goblin to achieve any real measure of notoriety, but when one does, it's well earned. Currently, 6 goblins in the region enjoy the status of hero. The first is Big Gugmut, an unusually muscular and tall goblin from Mosswood, who, it is said, had a hobgoblin for a mother and a wild boar for a father. Corvus was a champion of the 7-Tooth tribe, known for his short temper as he was for his prized possession, a magic longsword sized for a human that the goblin stubbornly kept for his own, despite the fact that it was much too large for him to properly wield. Corvus vanished several months ago after he supposedly discovered a secret hideout in a cave along the cliffs. But the 7-Tooth goblins remained convinced he's still out there, a ghost, or worse, waiting to murder any goblin who tries to discover his hideout. Thorka is a notorious goblin cannibal who lives in the Brine Stump Marsh, a hero mostly to goblins other than the Licktoad tribe, of which he is notorious. Rendwaddle Gutwad is the obese chieftain of the Brine Stump goblins, a corpulent monster who, it is said, never leaves his home. Then we have Rip Nugget. He's the leader of the Thistletop goblins and controls what the 5 tribes agree is the best lair. And then there is Bruce Phasmus, an infamous bugbear ranger who lives in the northern Nettlewood and often visits the 5 tribes to trade things he's stolen from caravans for alcohol, news, or magic arrows. I note, or Shalelu notes, that Bruthasmus has a particular hatred of elves, and we have fought on several occasions. To date, neither of us has managed to get the upper hand on the other, but I vow that I will not be the first to fall in our private war. That ends her little descriptions. She can repeat any of this, or if you
could post at least the names in the chat. I've been dropping them in the journal.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm writing them down right now. Just
yeah,
Vrasken is inventing the sorcerer's blog, and just there you go. we got this. We're good. That was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
And Brother Davros is actually, after being embarrassed earlier, being caught talking to his lady, is making himself very small at the table at the moment.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stay back, make random comments.
Like,
so Sandport has a theater, right?
It does.
Can I roll like knowledge local if I could recall the name of whatever show was going on there?
Sure.
Natural 20 on my knowledge local.
It's the Harpy's Curse, played by none other than the famous Magnamarian diva Alishanda.
I think it'd be great if we took some time, gathered our notes together. So how about we discuss it over dinner and a show?
Make a diplomacy check.
I rolled a natural 1 on my diplomacy.
Oh, dear. She looks over at Amika. Amika looks back, and they both laugh and laugh and laugh. And she says, sorry, big guy, I'm spoken for.
It's not easy being green.
All right, so she's kicking back and drinking her ale. She's kind of uncouth for an elf. She's very rough around the edges, and she's definitely not a city elf. Rather drink human ale than elven wine, probably spits and itches her crotch and all that kind of stuff.
That's just making him more interested, he's acting.
Yeah.
It's like Shrek, with the blonde princess, and the more guyish she acts, the more he's interested. This is not helping.
Right. So she says, well, what are you guys going to do now that the sheriff's put you in charge of the town while he's gone?
My first decree is that the town must appreciate the parties, because I'm getting sick and tired of this penalty to Constitution stuff. I'm sorry,
I would really like to, make deals like everyone else. That'd be great.
Remember when I wanted a net and nobody would sell it to me?
All you wanted was a net.
All I wanted was a net.
That was the best episode ever.
We just went boar hunting anyways.
I love that episode.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you still don't have that net, by the way. Well, she says, if that's everything, then, I'm going to head up to my room and see you guys later. All right,
Maybe the DM doesn't like us just hitting on every NPC that walks in the door.
Oh, I gathered that might happen.
Yes.
I was prepared. So the night goes on. The rest of the evening goes uneventfully unless you guys want to do something. Is there anything on your to-do list?
I mean, there's certainly things on my to-do lists, but it seems like the chances are pretty low of it happening.
Those items should not be on your to-do list.
No, those aren't going to happen. Sorry,
those
buddy.
Are wish lists.
Yeah.
Wish lists.
I'm going to kneel over to Ullr and say, I'll go to the theater with you, and give him a wink.
You know what?
I too enjoy the classics.
Why don't we just call it a team building exercise then?
Let's go to the theater, guys.
All right.
You up for it, Vrasken?
You said it was the evening. Maybe they have an evening screening, gets out at
like
midnight
a
or
matinee?
something like that. Yeah.
Well, maybe if you hurry over, it won't be over.
I pound my drink. I try to pound Reetins. All right, let's head off to the theater.
Not really what he was looking to be pounding tonight, but whatever.
It's true. It's
You
true.
got some in. Yeah. Okay.
To the Sandpoint Theater, the doors are closed, and
Not for
playbill
long.
says it starts at
Dusk?
and you can hear from inside, loud speaking.
How long ago was dusk, by chance?
Oh, about 2 hours.
2 hours?
So it's almost over.
Yeah, it's probably almost over. Well,
Anyone want to take a peek?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would like to.
look inside?
Well,
Yeah.
Inside the door, there's a very large half-orc standing guard, and he looks at you and goes, "You missed the show. No late entries."
Oh, pardon me, half-orc. Do you know about us? We're the heroes that saved Sandpoint. We're actually in charge now.
Oh.
We're just coming to introduce ourselves.
And there's the native too. Thank you for announcing who we really are.
Yep. And he looks at you with, a modicum of, impressive. You still can't get in, but that's fascinating.
Well, thanks. How long is the show going to go on for?
He rolls his eyes up. He looks pretty bored. He says, man, these things drone on forever, but I don't think it's much longer. She just killed the main character. It shouldn't be long now.
Ullr plugs his ears. No spoilers, no spoilers.
If we could just get in and stand in the back, I want to roll for diplomacy here. We won't make any noise. Ullr will pay full price for the tickets.
I'll back him on this.
All right. Brother Davros will assist.
Yeah.
That's their word against 9, buddy.
Please.
Wow.
We can continue on with this plan, but I'm not giving it my blessing. I think it's a terrible idea.
Vrasken's back in the tavern writing and reading.
I got an 18 in diplomacy, which I think is the best roll I've done so far.
It is.
I'm no help with a 7. Sorry.
No help at all.
No.
So the guy says, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks,
So
man.
Reetin, Brother Davros go through and a hand is put on Ullr's. Pay up, buddy.
And I say, right.
He's looking kind of stern.
And I shrug and I say, hey, I'm not the one in the building right now, buddy.
If you want entry, you got to pay for them.
Okay. And I turn around and I walk away.
Hey, you come back here.
How much is the show?
It was a gold piece each.
Oh, come on.
Ullr. Are you kidding? That piece of awesome right there was free.
So Brother Davros and Reetin sneak in. They quickly hide, but Ullr, he got stumped. You're standing outside.
Do we hear him protesting?
I figured you guys kind of like snuck on by and didn't pay attention.
Okay, well,
I
was down with footing him the bill, but like I said, if he does give him a hard time, I don't mind 180 and coughing up. But
go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you heard the conversation. DC 10.
Okay. Aren't you supposed to roll a perception, sir?
Yes, if you would like me to do so. Okay, you heard him.
Okay, yeah. If he's making a big fuss or if Ullr gets bummed, then I will 180 and offer to pay.
Okay. I don't care who pays, just somebody's got to pay. That's 3 gold. And he takes it, bites it, his big tusk.
I only had 4. I'm down to my last gold piece, boys. I'm glad you've been buying the drinks.
Hey, you.
I'm broke.
Hey, cousin, get on in. All right, you sit down and the curtains close. Everyone's standing and laughing and clapping, and there's applause. They open it up, and out come the Alessandra, and she's gorgeous in her costume. And they're all bowing now, and the support cast comes out, and they're all bowing. Yay! Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Wasn't that great? Yeah.
Clap, 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 clap.
Now everybody starts leaving.
Enraptured, infixed, drifting towards center stage, hands outraised towards this goddess angel on earth that has completely entrenched my attention.
Okay.
I'm going to lean over to Ullr and be like, oh man, whoever he talks to is going to be pissed.
One hand's up, drifting. There is a hand going over the shoulder like, yeah, honey, give me a minute. Yeah.
Flowers are being thrown up on the stage. Apparently she did a really good job.
Hey, I paid 3 gold pieces for this. I'm going to get right up front and just have a good peek at the cast.
Okay.
At the cast.
Just look up at, admiringly at the actress and, that kind of thing.
Right. All the others pale in comparison. As you get closer, you can start seeing the heavy makeup, the overly done clothing. It's pretty good, but it's not fantastic. It's not like something you would see in Magnamar, but it's really, really good for a small town. This is a really nice theater, actually. You look around, it's pretty impressive.
I scoop up a flower that has already hit the ground and in a slow motion romantic gesture, hand it up towards her.
All right, make a diplomacy check. See if you get her attention.
No.
Natural 1. So it's like 3.
Yeah, so that's a 3 total. Okay.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, you are completely ignored. You think she's going to reach down and grab your flower, but she reaches over and grabs someone else. She's like, oh, come up. And then you start heading up, and then she's like, no, not you. And then she points to somebody else, like one of her girlfriends or something. And they come up, and it's a couple, and she's signing autographs. And you're just
wait. Another girlfriend? I just got brushed aside for another check. Okay.
You could sense the sense of recognition on her face. Like, come on.
Okay.
Could I just make an observation, a question here? Did she by chance reject Brother Davros because we've been screwing with the town, and in some ways that's quite literal?
No, she did it because he rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1. I got a 3. So in my head, I majestically drift forward, right? Scoop up the rose, and the one sovereign fan that she may notice and go, oh, that's what played out in my head. What actually happened?
Exactly.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Clinton, if you want to give us the real version, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up and put my hand on Davros' shoulder and just be like, "Hey, let's just we should go to the back." Maybe go not be here right now.
Okay.
All right. So, Reetin, you grab Ullr and you go in the back.
Davros.
Oh, Davros.
Because I saw this rejection, and I'm like, let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So you grab his cloak tail and you pull him backwards, and he's being reluctantly led back.
No. I'm defeated.
No?
Shoulder slumped, head down. I just be led.
Reetin puts his arm around your shoulder.
I'm going to say, hey, man, if you want to give me the rose, I'll take it.
Do you even have it still in your hand?
Well, she never took it.
Yeah,
right?
he picked it. He said he picked it back up.
Yeah, she never took it.
She
right?
did not. She never took it from you. No.
Yeah. I'm looking at the rose. I'm looking at Reetin. Shrug. Just give it to him. Chirp a little bit.
Yeah.
So Reetin got a free show and some flowers tonight. He's doing all right. He's rolling pretty well.
I'm doing the best out of the group.
There you go. He always manages to. I mean, like in his bubble, that is his world. Xanthos hates him. All this, he causes all this trouble. But in his world, he's aces. Anyway, you did manage to cheer me up. It's like, kind of a nod, a bit of a grin, okay, go along.
Oh, good. That's good. Back through the streets, and there's people going back and forth, a lot of crowd leaving the Sandpoint Theater, and a fair few come back to the Rusty Dragon and a few other taverns nearby. And you've returned, and Vrasken's sitting at his customary table. What kind of book is he reading? What is that?
Captain Underpants.
Magic for Dummies, because he's not a wizard, he's a sorcerer.
No, it's a personal journal that he's keeping with information that he's learned along the way.
Oh, Lily is blogging.
It's now going to be my objective to take a peek into that journal and see what it says about me, to further my understanding of the world.
I totally take back a bunch of things I said about you and your character that you have no idea.
All right, so if there's no other actions this evening, everyone has their drink, their fill, excellent curries by Amiko, and you go down for bed in your respective rooms. Well, in the morning, you wake up and you go downstairs to have breakfast. Does anyone have any specialized things that they must do for religious observances or preparing spells, that kind of stuff?
Ullr gets up an hour early and does Tai Chi. Preferably where he's been doing it is in that damaged water tower, or lighthouse, I mean.
Form of similar kind of martial art.
Brother Davros gets up half an hour before the sun rises, cleans himself up, and sprints for the cathedral to do proper worship, morning worship, when the sun rises and breaks across the horizon in the new cathedral, which has 1/6 devoted to my goddess.
So you go to Sarenrae, and you can see a beautiful mural of Sarenrae, the golden sun rising.
Yes.
It's set so that when the sun rises in the east, it shines through the window.
Yeah, it's holy ground, right? So
yes, absolutely.
Why not?
All right.
I got nothing.
Ullr's doing Makbara.
Got nothing. The dwarf gets to sleep in.
Reetin
what a great life.
sleeps in. Vrasken?
Vrasken's going to get up, I don't know, sometime probably right before the sun's rising, and go out and walk around and sit down, find a nice quiet place.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't actually have to study because you're a sorcerer. You're not a wizard. You can just jump out of bed and go, suck it, wizarding community. Bing.
Yeah.
Reset all spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still need to get the 8 hours of rest, so I get that.
And an hour at least of meditation to refocus your energies.
Oh, okay. So
he's gotta go punch some trees
to do that.
Yeah,
that's how when he does his spells.
Right,
all right. So after everyone's morning constitutionals are completed, you meet back about an hour after sunrise for breakfast.
Sure.
And it's not Amiko down there; it's the little halfling, Bethana Corwin.
Is she the one who took away my pie?
Yes. You're just a customer. What does she know? So she comes over to the table. She's obviously upset. She looks around. I need to speak with the four of you, private. And so she says, Amiko's gone missing. I woke earlier this morning to find Amiko had not already started breakfast. So I went to Amiko's room. She's not there. Worse, I found a crumpled piece of paper near the bed. The front side is written in this very chicken scratchy language. Does anyone know the Eastern Asian language or Qianshan language of Minkayan?
Of course. No, I barely got on my forest.
No.
You?
Okay. No, probably not.
No.
I barely know common, so
you look at it and you go, I can't read this. And she goes, no, turn it around. I've translated for you.
Oh, thank you.
So
see, I like this NPC. She does all the things she should do before coming to people for help.
Yeah,
right?
Really,
yeah.
Is your husband still alive?
And it says,
can we read
hello,
it?
sis.
Do you mind if we just read it? Like, who's going to read this? She's owed it to us, right? So, let's have somebody read it.
Who does she hand it to? Who takes it?
Yeah, she hands it to Ullr.
All right, Ullr takes it.
Hello, sis. I hope this letter wins you well, and with some free time on your hands, because we've got something of a problem. It's to do with Father. It seems he might have had something to do with Sandpoint's recent troubles with the goblins, and I didn't want to bring the matter to the authorities because, well, we both know he just weaseled his way out of it. You've got some pull in town here, though.
Actually, you're cursing me with, your voice in Amika's head for, the rest of... We should just go with Amiko's voice. Somebody picks up the
got
note.
some pull here in town, though. If you can meet me at the glassworks at midnight, maybe we could figure out how to make sure he faces the punishment he deserves. Knock twice, and then 3 times more, and then once more at the delivery entrance, and I'll let you in. That's twice, 3 times, once.
Twice, 3 times, once.
2, 3, 1.
I thought it was 3 times, once, twice. My bad.
No, that's completely wrong.
2, 3, 1 for fratricide. They gonna kill Dad?
No, that's right out.
Oh.
In any case, I don't have to impress upon you the delicate nature of this request. If news got out, you know these local rubes would assume that you and I were in on the whole thing too. Don't you? They've got no honor at all around these parts. I still don't understand how you can stand to stay here. Anyways, don't tell anyone about this, but the other night I brought home a half-elf lady, and Dad flipped out.
What is this?
That's not what it said.
That's a little bit of improv.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are other complications as well. Ones I'd rather talk to you in person about. Don't be late.
So Bethana says that's from her half-brother, Tsuto.
Oh.
Sounded,
Oh.
Yeah.
He has a funny voice.
yeah.
So the old woman says, well, here's the story. Tsuto was something of a scandal when he was born back in 4688, a year before Miko, since he's a half-elf. She sagely notes that neither of Amiko's parents are elves. It was obvious that old Longiku wasn't the boy's father, and his rage at the discovery of his wife's indiscretion was the talk of the town for months. Longiku's wife, Atsui, never revealed who the father was, and it's a testament to Longiku's stubbornness that they remained married. Tsuto was handed over to the Turandarak Academy to be raised outside the Kaijitsu family, ignored by his father and forbidden visits from his mother. Amiko started visiting him in secret when she learned about his existence at the age of 10, visiting him a few times a month to keep him company, bring him some food, and promise him that someday things would get all sorted out. That all changed in 4705, when they had a terrible argument in which Tsuto struck Amiko. I don't know what the argument was about, but whatever it was sent Amiko away from Sandpoint for a year, during which time she made a living as an adventurer. She returned to Sandpoint a year later to attend her mother's funeral. Tsuto was quite public in his opinions that his father had pushed Atsui off a cliff to her death, and during the funeral there was a confrontation. Longiku nearly broke Tsuto's jaw with his cane, after which Tsuto cursed him and left Sandpoint. Amiko's tried to reestablish contact with him ever since, but was never able to track him down. Oh, I'm so worried that Tsuto's up to no good. Since Sheriff Hamlock's out of town, you're the only ones I can turn to. Please head over to the glassworks and find out what happened to Amiko as soon as possible. Oh dear.
And that's at midnight tonight, as the note said, so we actually have the day to prepare for this.
And we will pick this up next time on Rise of the Rune Lords.
Clinton's Core Classic.
That's cool. What I'm thinking is it says get to the glassworks midnight tonight. So is that midnight? Like the midnight you went missing? Or was it this midnight? Shit, guys, we might be too late.
I think we'll be fine.
Right after we hear the old lady's story about her pro wrestling career. Just to make him feel better.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm interested in that as well.
Yeah.
What was her name again? Let me close this. I'm going to call her Lahana.
The Lucho Nacho wrestler.
Yeah, Lahana, Luchadora Conquistadora.
Okay, say goodnight, Lahana. We gotta go.
Say goodnight, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.